Welcome to this episode of Texan on Tour. In this episode, we're in America's original cowtown, Fort Worth, Texas. Now, besides being the 16th largest city in the entire United States, it just recently won the most beautiful downtown in all of America. Founded on the Trinity River in 1849, it's where the West begins in this episode of Texan on Tour. Howdy, y'all. I'm Matt Miller. I spent my life on the open road, meeting, eating, and defeating the 9-to-5s with the good folk I came across. So come on the road with me as we hit the next stop on this episode of Texan on Tour. Now, where there's cows, there's cowboys, and this cowboy needs to start his day with a good hearty breakfast of pancakes. And what better place to do it than one that's been around since 1962, the Old South Pancake House. Oh, after you. How were they?
Great.
They were? Cool. I'm gonna go get some. Let's go! Open 24 hours a day since 1962, the Old South Pancake House will take you on a trip to the back of the line. You heard me right. For 54 years, the Old South Pancake House has had a line outdoor and around the building, made up of eager food lovers patiently waiting to get a taste of their bountiful breakfast fare. We asked many folk what they came for, and astonishingly, we received much the same answer, no matter who we asked.
German pancakes.
The German pancakes, how are these?
Excellent. That's all we come with.
So what are you guys here to eat?
Pancakes.
I've been coming here since I was in high school, every morning, 7 days a week.
What'd you get, sir?
I get German pancakes.
The German pancakes too? All right.
German pancakes.
Hear a lot about these German pancakes. Looks like I'm gonna have to try some. So I sat down with owner Rex Benson, one of the hardest working restaurant owners I've ever met, to get the story of Old South and an introduction to German pancakes. Old South Pancake House. It's where it's at, huh?
Yes.
Cool. Well, how did you get started in this?
Well, actually, my father started this in 1962. So it's been in the family for 54 years now.
So you grew up doing that?
It was born into me, for sure.
So okay, pancakes, I mean, the staple breakfast fare. Well, you're known for something.
We are. We're known, we have a German pancake.
I've heard a lot about this German pancake.
And the German pancake is something we sell about 40,000 German pancakes.
You sell 40,000 of those a year?
We do. And so it's a signature item. Actually, my father picked up from a little German immigrant family back in the early 60s, and he loved it and said, you know what, we got to have this. And we've put it in the restaurant, and it's been a staple ever since.
Well, describe this thing for me.
Well, it's an egg-based crepe with lemons and powdered sugar, and it's, as you can see, we're putting it down on the table for you right now.
Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, so I just dig in on...
No, actually what we do, this is part of the presentation of the German pancake. Each and every time that
There's a show that goes with
There
this?
is. There's actually a table presumption, which our waiter will be happy to show you what. That's part of the lure of when you get a German pancake. So these are fresh squeezed lemons, and what we'll do is he will squeeze to make sure that there's no pulp or anything like that, and pour it into the crepe. And like you said, it's powdered. And the one thing that I can assure you that this is something that you've never had before. We've even had people with different types of imitation pancakes, but this particular recipe is one of a kind.
Every single table that we've talked to at this point is someone is eating one of these.
They are, yes. Like I said, we sell like a bunch of them all the time. So it is number one on the list for sure.
You are an artist. That looks really, really good.
So there you go. So that's the. You have to take a bite of it.
All right. German pancakes. Wow.
Well, what do you think?
I'm getting there.
Getting there. I tell everyone you have to take at least 3 bites because there's such a mixture of flavors inside of that.
No, I'm typically, when it comes to breakfast, I've always just been, the pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage. But that is wonderful.
Cool.
I mean, this is
awesome.
really, really, really good. Well, Rex, I sure do appreciate you having us.
Thank you. No, I'm glad you guys came in. I really am. That's great.
All right, guys, so stick around. Next up, we're going to the stockyards. We'll check out some cattle. Till then, I'm going to keep eating this pancake. which outlaw or outlaws vowed never to loot the town of Fort Worth because any place with a chili joint that good ought to be treated better? Was it A, Bonnie and Clyde, B, John Dillinger, C, Frank and Jesse James, or D, John Wesley Hardin? The answer after the break.
It's a new year, and if you have damage to your home, your New Year's resolution should be for your home insurance company to pay you every penny you deserve. Hi, I'm Eric Dick, a home insurance lawyer. Do you have fire damage, water damage, storm damage? Better get Dick. Call me right now at 832-LAWYERS. Don't delay. Call or text me right now at 832-LAWYERS.
Call lawyer Eric Dick at 832-LAWYERS right now. So, which outlaw or outlaws vowed never to loot the town of Fort Worth because any place with a chili joint that good ought to be treated better? Well, it was none other than Frank and Jesse James. Now you're smarter. Now, when you hear Fort Worth referred to as a cow town, well, it was true then, and it's true now. That's why we're here at the Fort Worth Stockyards to figure out why. No trip to Fort Worth would be complete without the obligatory visit to its infamous stockyards. For over 100 years, Fort Worth stockyards were the largest cattle purchasing and shipping operation in the country. Guess that's why they call it a cow town. In 1976, the North Fort Worth Historical Society was chartered to ensure that Fort Worth stockyard heritage wasn't lost, and by 1989 opened the stockyards as a tourist hotspot, which now attracts several 100,000 people per year. With steakhouses, dance halls, museums, shopping, and a reenacted cattle drive with real cowboys and real longhorn cattle twice daily, it's definitely something you don't want to miss. So, guys, where are you from?
From New Zealand.
New Zealand? You're a bunch of Kiwis in Texas, huh? Yeah. All right, cool, cool. So you liking the stockyards?
Yeah.
What do you think of the cattle drive they just had?
Oh, that was cool.
It was really cool?
Oh, massive. Yeah, it's like big.
It was pretty massive, wasn't it? Do they have cattle like that in New Zealand?
No, not that I know.
Right, wow. All right, cool. Where's your cowboy hat? You ever got cowboy hats yet?
Well, we couldn't buy one.
Uh-oh, Mom, better get the cowboy hat when you leave. You know you're gonna.
Next stop.
Next stop, next stop. Mom's not gonna like me much after that, because now she knows she has to buy 2 hats, and all of America is gonna hold her to it.
That's right.
Cool. So now you're a native.
Kinda. Transplant. I got here as soon as I can. I moved here when I was 10.
From where?
California.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't help where I was born. I got here as soon as I can.
Well, we like the California.
Yeah.
We just vote different.
Right. Right.
What do you think of Texas beef?
It's really good.
Really good, yeah. The best you've ever had?
Yeah.
There you go, the best you ever had. Well, we're sure happy to have you in Texas. You gonna go tell the world about us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like I said, the stockyards are a must-see for those seeking good old family fun in Fort Worth. Seems like on every corner there's something to entertain even the most cynical of critics. For those looking to fill up their bellies, there's no shortage of good restaurants to be found from one end of the strip to the other. And if trafficking and trinkets is your thing, well, you might want to bring your walking shoes and a ton of cash, as Fort Worth's retail proprietors offer everything from the simple and cheap to steep-priced antiques. But with the sun still high in the sky and several hours of sightseeing under my belt, it was time to move on. So after the stockyards, I called my brother from another mother, or as they say in Texican, hermano de otra madre, Sly Albrego. Sly is a member of Fort Worth's ULC, or the United Lowrider Council. Today, he and his band of ULC brothers were holding a toy drive at a local burger bar. So he picked me up and let me tag along, all the while explaining what Fort Worth means to him and so many of the people who call it home. It's a Fort Worth, what would you say?
Cowtown.
Cowtown.
You know, you got different communities, you get the stockyards, you got the north side, you got the main street, you got, you know, good side, bad side, you know, east side, Stock 6 area, that, you know, beyond Fort Worth, you know.
Awesome.
You know, I love Texas. Everywhere I go, hey, I'm home. Why I feel home, why I say home, is I'm from Texas. I can go anywhere I want to go, and I'm from Texas.
Yeah, you think side of town matters. Get outside of your town,
Right.
and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, you're from Fort Worth?
Yeah.
I'm from Fort Worth, man.
Right.
Now it didn't matter with east side, west side.
North side, top six, buds, cribs,
Yeah.
clubs, whatever, you know, like the car clubs, you know, some are haters, some, you know, hey, no choice.
So ULC is what, the United Lowrider?
United Lowrider Council, and you got different members, presidents from each, you know, different clubs.
So you got each car club's got their own personality and
Yeah,
whatnot?
each club got their, you know, different car clubs, you know, the Bajitos, Majestics, Good Times, Malo, Strictly Familia, you know, Sweet Dreams, you know, College Club, you know, everybody. But Fort Worth, I love Fort Worth. But Texas, I love Texas, man.
Both Sly and I were getting hungry, and with the ULC toy drive being just one more left turn, stick around and we'll check it out when we return. All right, folks, time to play Name That Texan. Which Lonesome Dove actor calls Fort Worth home? Is it Robert Duvall, Tommy Lee Jones, Danny Glover, or Barry Corbin? The answer after the break.
I got denied, but my claim was legit.
You need to hire Dick.
Now I'm out of money. I think I'll be sick.
You need to hire Dick.
Would someone please help? This is bullspit.
You need to hire Dick. You should hire me, Eric Dick, to hound them and pound them to get you what you deserve. The insurance company's gonna have a lawyer. You should too. Call me right away at 833-7-RIGHTS.
Don't delay. Call the Dick Law Firm right now. So, which Lonesome Dove actor calls Fort Worth home? Known for his roles in War Games, Urban Cowboy, No Country for Old Men, and TV's Northern Exposure, the answer is none other than Mr. Barry Corbin. If you got that, give yourself a pat on the back. So remember that left turn I was talking about before the break? Well, we took it. Sly and his crew turned into the parking lot of Chiweedo's, a burger bar acclaimed for some of the best burgers in town. On this day, Chiweedo's also played host to the annual United Lowrider Council's, or ULC's, toy drive. From hoopties to hopties, lowriders to fully restored vintage vehicles, the ULC members showed up in force to show off their rides and give back to their community.
I ain't done that in a while.
The cars definitely caught my eye, and ULC's president Gilbert, along with Chiweedo's owner Jesse and my buddy Sly, caught my ear as we discussed the reason for the season of giving and a darn good burger.
What's going on here?
Well, today's our annual ULC toy drive, and what we do is we all come together and we collect toys. Everybody brings one toy or two, and then we give it back to the community. We find families out here that are hard out here that need help, that are going to have hard times during Christmas, and you know we just decide to come out and give back to the community. You know,
It's tough going into that, paying all the bills and not having something for your children.
it is, and you know, Christmas is about giving. It's not about receiving. It's about the kids having fun. You know.
So ULC is kind of like the larger umbrella here, and it's all the other clubs just saying, hey, look, this is for kids, bygones, east, west, Fort Worth, we're all coming together under ULC.
Bring a different perspective. You know, back in the day, you know, I'm with them. This club. Don't forget about them. Don't associate with them. Now it's like ULC, we're united.
And you give them the venue? Yes. Cool. Well, tell me about Chiweedo's. So
Chiweedo's is a spin-off of our other restaurant, Chewy's.
Chewy's.
Yes.
Now, I've seen Chewy's before, but
no, we're a chain that comes here at Fort Worth. There's a chain out of Austin and a chain out of Fort Worth. We're the local chain of Fort Worth.
this is where the split is, right?
Yeah. We're the original Chewy's of Fort Worth.
Okay.
So we do burgers, tacos, wings, more of a sports bar atmosphere.
And so we're going to be eating what today?
We're going to be in a Chingon burger. The
Chingon.
badass.
The Macho Man.
Badass burger.
Yeah, okay.
It's one of our best sellers.
And describe this burger to me.
It's a chorizo ground beef patty.
Okay.
You get fresh ground beef, ground chuck. You take our chorizo, mix it all together, make a patty out of it. It's a half-pound burger.
Yeah.
We make our own chipotle mayo in the house. So fried egg, grilled jalapenos on top.
Fried egg?
Yeah. Chorizo and eggs. Chorizo and eggs.
Oh, okay. All right. Chorizo and eggs. My bad.
Sometimes I call it a breakfast burger, and I throw 2 eggs on it.
So we got some of them coming out to us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Don't you love it when you just say, are they coming out? And then bam, there they are.
That's because we're on TV, right?
All right, here we go, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the burger. Cheers. Choritos and you guys.
It would already squeeze this too hard.
Yep.
Dude! That is excellent. And the egg is done perfect. It's not so runny that it's all over the burger and it's a mess. This is actually, and then what is this? It's like a ciabatta bun almost, but
Yeah, it's a sweet dough.
it is a sweet dough.
It's a sweet sourdough bread.
Well, guys, thanks so much for having us.
Glad you stopped by.
Now we're gonna finish up this burger, and we've seen some cars that have hopped real slow down the street. Now we're gonna see a heck of a lot of cars that like to take fast left turns as we head to Texas Motor Speedway. Stick around. We've got a lot more to come on this episode of Texan on Tour.
Getting the shaft from your home insurance company? Better get Dick.
So here's a fun Texas fact for you. Did you know that Fort Worth's Texas Motor Speedway has seating for over 190,000 spectators, giving it the second largest capacity in the world for a NASCAR track?
So we're here with Ryan Sieg. He's gonna be driving car 39 here in Fort Worth at the Texas Motor Speedway. We kind of have a little connection here. We were both pimping our 6 Shades, which was one of your sponsors, right?
Yeah, great to have them on board and great to have 6 Shades on our faces.
Cool, cool. Well, now that we've done the shameless plug, everybody wants to be you. How did you get started in this?
Actually, my grandpa raced dirt way back when, and got me and my brother racing on go-karts on dirt, and just kind of followed through with that, and just ran go-karts to legends to late models around the southeast, where I'm from, Georgia, and then we moved up to the truck series in like 2009, ran it for 5 years, and then this is my second season in the Xfinity.
Tell me about the car.
It's a Chevrolet Camaro. It's got a ECR Chevrolet motor. It's got about 700 horsepower, 800, and it's just all out.
A little vertical pedal on the right?
Yeah, wide open, that's the only way I know.
Cool. You live at that,
That's
huh?
right, the only way.
All right, hey, have a good race, man.
So we got our mic back from Ryan, and you see that jokester in the background there? That's Mr. Eddie Bauer Jr. He and I went off to see Ryan race. It was a nail biter, and we'd show you more, but that's why you need to tune into NASCAR. When it was over, Ryan brought our car in 13th place, which ain't a bad finish out of 40 fellas all looking for first. Eddie and I retreated back to the mobile garages to discuss the race and 6 Shades.
So we didn't win, but we did pretty good.
Yeah, out of 40 guys, and half of them have 10 times the budget we do. I think we did good.
Right. Tell us a little bit about, how you got into this. You started with bicycles and motocross.
Right, and I had a lot of friends that raced motocross, and they were just kind of making it. Come on. I thought, I've always wanted to develop a sunglass, and I thought if I developed a sunglass and branded it, I could help these guys live their dreams. So that's when I started talking to athletes and taking notes. And once I got all my notes together, I had the good luck to run into a designer who worked for a big brand. He developed some software that perfectly weighted and balanced the frames. And I didn't want to use polarized. I wanted to use something that didn't have all those prism effects and distortions that polarized can have. And so I found another technology called flash electric. It blocks the glare as well as polarized, but you don't have all those prism effects and distance distortions that a lot of athletes complain about. That's how I developed, and I set out after we designed. I set out checking out manufacturers, and we decided on the oldest independent eyewear manufacturer in Italy. Brought them to life for us.
Cool.
And,
cool. Well, I tell you what, man. There's some cool shades. There's some sick shades. But cool, man. We're so happy to pimp them for you, dude.
Thank you, man.
And glad to be part of the team, dude.
All right, we appreciate y'all support.
With that, I was off to dinner, getting hungry.
Well, we've had a great time here in Fort Worth. Started the day at the Old South Pancake House before we went over to the Stockyards. Then we had a phenomenal burger at Choritos. Then we went to Texas Motor Speedway and saw everybody make a heck of a lot of left turns. And why not polish off the night at not only a 4-star restaurant, but a 4-level restaurant, Riata Restaurant. Let us dine.
Riata Restaurant is the kind of 4-star spot that puts that hop in your two-step. Its decor, well, the finest in cowboy chic. The food, well, simply some of the most exquisite in Texas. It's far and away one of the best restaurants in Fort Worth if you're looking to impress that special someone. My guests tonight were my dear friend, country star Miss Liz Moriando, and the owner of Riata, Mr. Mike McAuliffe. We sat down to a beautifully prepared meal as Mike gave us the lowdown on Fort Worth.
So, all right, Riata, you guys, this is 4-star and 4 stories.
It is 4 stories.
That is incredible.
22,000 square feet, so right here in downtown Fort Worth in Sundance Square.
Wow. Sundance Square is an amazing, I mean, just the eye candy. I mean, this is just to be surrounded with this and to be
We
a big
are so
part of
lucky
it.
to be in Fort Worth. So it's a great city. Feels, even though it's the 16th biggest city in the nation, feels like a very small town.
How did this all happen?
You've got a family, the Bass brothers, who created Sundance Square. It's about a 40-acre development here in downtown Fort Worth. You know, and they've done an incredible job. You know, the last probably crowning piece that they put on the development was this kind of a European-style plaza right in the middle of downtown.
Yeah. And Liz, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Well, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Tell me about, all right, so you hail from Missouri. You're living in Nashville.
Yes.
What's bringing you here?
Well, the NASCAR race brought me here, but Fort Worth is very near and dear to my heart, and I love it here. This is an amazing city, and you're right, it does feel like a small town. I mean, I've been down here at downtown Fort Worth, and there's so much cowboy. There's just cowboy gear everywhere, and it makes me feel like I'm back home.
When they say cowtown, they're not kidding.
No, they're not.
It's it's a big boy pants cowtown.
Yes, yes.
This is the grown-up version.
Yes.
It's really cool.
Fort Worth is cool, and if you're ever in town, a trip to Riata is a must-do as well. But, like all good and cool things, this trip was coming to its end. So, it was time for me to sign off.
Well, we've had a great time here in Fort Worth, hanging out with some great people, but it has come to the end of the episode. With that in mind, remember that TOT doesn't just stand for Texan on Tour. It also serves as a reminder to keep troops, officers of the law, and truckers in your thoughts and prayers. Why? Well, because these people are the ones catching the most heat nowadays. But beyond that, because troops and officers of the law, they keep America safe, while the truckers deliver the goods that keep us going. That's it for this episode of Texan on Tour. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Adios.
Bye. I think this guy's horny. Get it? This is bull!